everyone, welcome back to Mr. House class, and today we're going to be doing UFLI lesson 79 day 2, where we are reviewing the AR, R, and the OR, ORE, or spelling. Okay, let's take a look. So the first thing we're going to do is go back into our new concept review, which is, they're not really new concepts, we've already learned about them, we're just reviewing them again. So let's take a look. First one is AR. AR says R like arm. Sometimes when we think about it, we think about a pirate. The pirate says R. That's the sound that AR makes. Okay, let's move. You can find it in the middle of words like bark and part. You can find it in the end of words like far and star. And you can find it in the beginning of words like art and arm. Okay? There's a lot of places you can find it. So that is what we learned for AR. Now we're talking about OR. OR says or, like orange. Or by itself is its own word. That makes its own sound, so that helps us. It's a little bit easy. So we're talking about or, and we can find or in the middle of words like fork, corn. Okay, we can find it in the beginning of words like orb, or orange, we already talked about. And you can find it at the end of words like for. Okay. Now, the ORE. Notice how they didn't put it in the middle. The reason why most of these start by putting it in the middle is because of its vowel sound. It actually doesn't have like a vowel sound. It is R controlled. So the R changes the way that we say it. This isn't O-R-E, or this isn't R. It doesn't say it like that. We say O. It's kind of like long O with the R combined. We say it together. It makes one sound. But with the ORE, notice how they didn't put it in the middle. Because you're not going to find it in the middle. And you're not going to find this in the beginning. You're only going to find it at the end of words like more, store, before, those kind of words. So you're only going to find it at the end. So AR, we know, is spelled like AR. And we need to make sure that we're not spelling it R. What do you mean? The letter R. When we say the letter R goes The sound R is AR. The reason why we say that is because when we have spelling words, like if I said spell the word R, far, I have friends that go R, far. But that's not how you spell the sound R. That's the letter R. The sound R is AR. We have to know this, especially for spelling. If you don't have a vowel in there, then it can't be a word. Every word has to have a vowel. Every syllable has to have a vowel. Okay, let's move on. The OR can be spelled OR and ORE. So let's take a look at some words. Everybody. Far. Part, store, form. Okay, good. We're gonna move into our word word. Get out your boards. All right, so we're gonna start with arm. Simple enough. And I'm gonna put R in the middle because even though it's not like it's a vowel sound, it's R controlled. So R makes the A say R together. And then M is gonna go over here. Okay. So it's like a vowel consonant, or a consonant vowel consonant, even though this has a consonant. It's a little weird. But anyway, the next one is art. Art. Then the next one is dart. Art. Art. Then we're going to change dart to part. Art. Then we're going to change part to park. Arc. Is that a C or a K? Or? Well, actually, C, K, and takes I and E. C takes the other thing. It doesn't even apply here because there's nothing after it. It's at the end. So you might be asking, should that be a K or a CK?
It has to be K.
But CK comes after a short vowel sound. Is this a short vowel sound? No, it's an R control, so that doesn't even work. So K would be at the end, not CK. All right. Change park to pork. Orc. Orc. Or. There we go. Then we're going to change pork to fork. Fork. I need a fork to eat my pork. Okay, so fork. Then we're going to change fork to fort. Fort. Then we're going to change fort to port. 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 Ort. Then we're going to change port to sport. Or. That's a blend. We say it very close together, even though they make their own sound, so we have to really break it down. Sometimes we try to hurry so fast and spell things that we will miss a complete letter because we're trying to do it so fast. Change sport to sort. Sort. Then we're going to change sort to soar. Or. So I can just get rid of that, right? But wait a minute, that looks like it says R. Or SAR. So we need that E at the end. I'm actually going to put it over here. And no, I'm going to put it right here because that's the spelling. So or. It's like one sound. Or. Okay, then we're going to change soar to core. Core. Is that C or K? K takes I and E. So C takes the other three. Core. And then the last one is more. More. Or more. Good. Erase your boards, put them away. We're going to do our irregular words. Okay, so for our irregular words, we only have 3 that we're reviewing and no new ones today. So let's take a look. First one we're going to review is people. I've had so many friends recently ask, how do you spell people? And I'm like, we just learned about it. People. So P, we don't hear this though. So that's what we have to think about. That's why it's the trick. If we try to spell it without that, it's going to look weird. P, pull. There's silent. That's why we need to know it by heart. All right, the next one. Pretty. That's a schwa because it doesn't say pretty. It's it makes the I sound. So it's a schwa. Okay, last one. Nothing. Another schwa. This one says like it's a U and it's not a U, obviously. So this is a schwa. Nothing. Oh, look how they put that together, the NG. We learned about that a while ago. So anyway, let's move on. If you want to practice spelling them, we can, but we're going to go into our connected text. So I need my boys, read with me. There was nothing left in the cart. Girls. The pretty stars twinkle in the dark sky. Everyone. The people wore shorts to the party. Awesome. Now we're going to read our decodable text. So, trip to the market. Mom and Marcus went to the market. They wanted to pick up some pork, corn, rice, and a jar of mango jelly. They liked this market more than the large store with all the people. The market was on a farm. Mom parked the car and Marcus got the cart. This would be a short trip since they only wanted 4 things. Marcus got the rice and jar of mango jelly. Mom picked up the pork and corn. Once they had all their items, they gave the saleswoman their cash. Then they departed the market. They got back in the car and drove home for a yummy lunch. We're all done. Give yourselves a round of applause, pat on the back, kiss on your brain. We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.